Sometimes when you're working on your processes, you need to share extra guidance or resources. But then if you just dump everything into one big step, it actually just becomes very long and overwhelming and also becomes a lot harder to follow. Okay. So this is where help blocks come in. And how you find your help block is once you're in your document editor, the question mark with a circle around it is your help block. So you'd select your help block, and once it appears, you'll see that it gives you 5 different color coded options. Okay. But first, let me just walk you through how these work. You can add as much content in here as you'd like because they are collapsible. You can actually collapse them and make them smaller so that when your team members need the information, they can expand it. And if they don't need it, they can collapse it. And within each of these, you can add images. You can also embed videos. So we support YouTube, Wistia, Microsoft Stream, Vimeo, and Loom. Almost forgot that last one. And you can also add bullet lists and a numbered list. In AirManual, the help blocks actually come in 5 different colors, as I've mentioned, and it actually makes things a lot clearer and easier for your teams to follow. For example, with blue help blocks, you can actually use them for including any content that's reusable or documents to save time. We've seen teams use this particular color for things like email templates. So it makes it much easier for someone to copy and paste, especially if you currently use tools that don't have this embedded inside of them. So put the email that you want me to send to the client to welcome them to the business. You can also use the yellow ones for useful tips or expert advice to make someone's work a lot easier. For example, if it's a checklist about running a workshop or hosting an online call or meeting, then you can add some extra tips that the person running the process can actually follow so that the actual meeting goes amazingly and it goes well. You can use the red color for critical warnings or mistakes that you often see in particular processes. For example, here's a warning that you can include in your client billing process where it highlights some of the common mistakes that you've seen when client billing is being completed. You can use the green help blocks to actually show real wins or positive outcomes. And the whole idea here is you really want to show your team examples of what is the right thing to do. So for example, if you spot that a team member is following the process and you want to help other team members really follow the same process as well, because you're noticing that they're not, you can actually include a success story of the team member who actually followed the process. Of course, there's other ideas that you can implement, but in this case, this is an idea of what you can use it for. And an idea of how you can use the gray help blocks is to provide neutral or extra background or context or links to more details. So if you're seeing repeated questions from your team about why do we need to add this extra step for approval, you can add the reasons why. And again, the whole idea here is how we're going to make your processes easier for your end user to actually use, to streamline usage of processes across the team. And there you go. So with help blocks, you can make your checklist a lot smarter, a lot lighter, and way more useful. And if you have any questions at all or you need any support with this, you can always reach out to us at support@airmanual.co, or you can chat with us using the chat icon at the bottom right, and a member of the team will be available to chat with you in real time. I hope this helps, and thanks for watching.